getting the Twitter notification. All right. And then on Instagram, I have to hit go live now. Oh, it worked. I think it fucking worked. Oh my God, it worked. Instagram live from desktop. What's up, everybody? What's up, fight fans? Holy smokes. This is amazing. My first Instagram live from a desktop. I feel like a freaking genius. I might go out tonight and beat an Asian kid in ping pong. That's how smart I am. What's going on, Adam, Z, my man, my brother from another mother? What's going on, brother?
My guy, Ike, hope everything's well with you and the family. Here back for another day of a good podcast. Here we go.
That's right. And if you guys notice, Adam and I could not have more polar opposite connections and video audio setups. If we lose Adam in the arms of the angels, I'll sing it. You have 30 seconds to get back before I close out the stream. You better hang on. I feel like your laptop right now, smoke's coming out of the USB drives.
Let me see if I could figure this in.
Close Pornhub.
I don't have anything open on my computer but Chrome.
We're past 9 p.m. on the East Coast, so yes, I can say that. But what's up, guys? Since Adam and I last spoke, we're at least going to keep this consistent to the UFC pay-per-view fight weeks. But the last time we spoke was the why am I blanking? That shows you how long ago it was. But it was the 1 month ago, 3/17. That was in Jersey, right? That was Merab Sean O'Malley.
Yes, it was.
Was it?
No.
Ilya Charles Oliveira.
Yes, that's what it was. Yes. Our guy Ilya and Oliveira. And Ilya smoked him again. Ilya's collecting heads out here.
Yes. And we had a bet it was like a 6-pick bet, and the loser would have to do a ghost pepper chicken wing or 1, 2, or 3 chicken wings on the air, but I think we split. We both picked Jake Paul. Brandon Royval. I think you picked Joshua Van, correct?
I did, yes.
Dude, unbelievable. Now he's getting the title shot. Real quickly, give your thoughts on Joshua Van, and now he's everybody's favorite flyweight.
Yeah, this is very exciting times from Joshua Van. Turned out to be a solid pick. I think, he's been quite the exciting fighter and newcomer here in the UFC. Pantoja even said it himself. He feels that his own belt is at risk. So Pantoja went in there after Van's fight, or Van went in the ring after Pantoja's fight. They kind of faced off a little bit. It seems like that's going to be the next one we get, and it should be a very exciting one. I think Joshua Van's got a good chance, and I think they're going to give the fans what they want.
You sure? Are you absolute sure that you picked Joshua Van?
Yeah.
You weren't in agreement with me that he's too young and maybe he's being a little too spry, too overzealous to make this 3 or 4 week turnaround from 316 to 317? You sure?
I might have to go back and watch the tape, but I do recall saying that I think it was a very quick turnaround for him. I do recall saying that.
Yes, but what the hell do I know? Amazing performance. Those were nasty oblique kicks, but got the job done. And Chucky Olives, he had that amazing run. I think it was like 10 or 12 fight win streak, got the belt. Had dominating performances over Michael Chandler, Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje, the elite of the lightweights at that era. Ilya Topuria is the new age, the new lightweight era, so congrats to him. It's so funny. My brother's like, he's the fan of like the light heavyweight, like golden era with John Jones, Rashad Evans, Rampage Jackson, Wanderlei Silva, like Tito Ortiz. Like, he didn't really watch once those guys kind of faded out. And he goes, man, I wish there were some good boxers in this. And then, boom, Ilya smacks Charles Oliveira. And he goes, who's this guy's name again? So it's like that's how the beauty of the sport works, is that the athlete is improving in the cage, and hopefully he'll watch Ilya's next fight, and Ilya's next fight should be an amazing champ status, potentially about to happen. And Adam, we got you.
I'm here. Yeah, I switched browsers. This is much better.
Yes, I could hear the out. You definitely have a window open in your apartment. I can hear a siren.
I don't have a window open in my apartment. That's just
New York,
the crappy windows that they put on apartment buildings.
Fair. Yeah, man, a lot to talk about. Anything before we move into the big news that we got to discuss between dick pics and Whitehouse and Holloway and Poirier? Anything you want to throw in there?
I honestly, I don't know if I have anything that's going to beat any of that stuff. So I think we're just going to have to dive right into it. Tell me where you want to start.
Well, folks, I want to start with you. If you want to join the show, go to the YouTube link. You can join. We'll take your questions. Make it as goofy, as wacky, as racist, anti-Semite as you want. I'm encouraging it. Let's go. If you're on Twitter, same thing. I will put the link in the. I will reply to the post. But first and foremost, Jon Jones and Conor McGregor disappear until a UFC card is announced at a July 4th weekend for the 250th anniversary of this beautiful, lovely country. That's right, the UK.
Here we go, baby. Kidding. He's got the flag. He's got the hat on.
Yes,
this is America, baby.
Yes, you're doing the math. See, you're smart guy. But yeah, man, it's not only going to be America's 250th birthday, but it'll also be the 25th anniversary of September 11th. So a very special year will be 2026, and we're getting UFC on the Whitehouse lawn. I'm assuming it's a summer event, so it will most likely be in June, July, or August of next year. But what's pissed a lot of people off, and I'll get to the clip, our brother, Zach Gelb, had Dean Thomas on, and I love the back and forth between them. I'm just setting this up.
Yep.
Dean was saying, screw Jones, screw McGregor. A big card gets announced, you come out of the woodworks, and now you're ready to fight. He's like, stay home, stay on the couch. I don't care about you anymore. But then Zach replies to Dean, and I should probably just play the clip.
Yeah, fire it up.
Let me, how do we share the screen? Share screen? No, I don't want to share that tab. That could be dangerous. Let me share this tab. Okay, can you see Zach's profile?
No.
All right. Can you hear this?
No.
Couldn't hear that either.
No, sir.
Oh, is there a setting? No, it says it's unmuted. Well, until I find the clip, Dean Thomas hates that McGregor and Jon Jones are trying to return to the UFC octagon, skipping the pecking order. I can hear it on my end. Let me know if you guys can hear it in the comments. Please comment if you could hear it, or I'm wasting 90 seconds of your time. But here's Dean Thomas on the Zach Gelb Show on the Infinity Sports Network.
Great. They're great. Jon Jones is the GOAT. Conor McGregor, what he's done in his career will never be done again. But for these guys to, just because they're fighting at the White House, for these guys to come out of the woodwork and start throwing their names in the hat, it's actually disgusting to me, because it's a slap in the face to all the current fighters that would fight in a parking lot, that are passionate about the game, that love the game. For these guys to come out of the woodwork to be like, oh, I'll fight now. I'm like, yo, roll them away. I don't want to hear Jon Jones's name again. I don't want to hear Conor McGregor's name again. What you did was great. You're going to be in the history book, but your time has passed. Let's give it up for the Ilia Toporias. Let's give it up for the Alexandre Pantosias, all the current guys that are out there putting their reputation and their health on the line for us. I want them at the White House, not these other guys.
With that being said, though, there's what should happen and what will happen. I don't trust McGregor to ever fight again, and I don't think he is ever going to fight again, regardless of what him and his team are saying. But Jon Jones Aspinall is something that I really wanted, and if that's how we get it, I understand what you're saying, but I'm fine with that as a casual fan at the end of the day.
What are your thoughts?
I mean, you can't disagree. Personally, for me, I can't disagree with Dean Thomas here. I have said this before. I want Conor McGregor's name out of everybody's mouths. I don't want to hear about him. I want nothing to do with the guy. He's retired more times than anybody in any sport combined almost. It's ridiculous. I hate when fighters win their fights and they mention Conor McGregor. I think it does nothing but damage to them. Stop mentioning him. I don't want to hear about it. I think he's still got 1 or 2 fights left on his UFC contract. So realistically, if Conor does want to fight ever again outside of the UFC, he's really got to fight it out. So I understand why he keeps coming in and out. I mean, Dana's never going to let that go off that contract. So that just is what it is. John Jones retiring, now saying he's going to come back for that. I wouldn't say that bothers me as much as the McGregor thing does. It definitely bothers me a little bit. But to me, Dana White, his whole career, especially recently, he said we don't do gimmick fights here at the UFC. Well, if that's true, now is your time to show us if you really mean it. To me, bringing McGregor back for a July 4th at the White House, that's a gimmick fight to me. Who's he fighting? What are the implications of this fight? It's really a throwaway fight, in all honesty. He's going to come back for one fight and then disappear and we'll never see him again. I don't see the value in it.
I don't believe McGregor is fighting like you, because even if it's Michael Chandler, even if it's Paddy Pimblett, the UK versus the Ireland rivalry, I still think Conor McGregor gets washed. Like, I'm more in belief that what we talked about last episode, before the last UFC pay-per-view, a Conor McGregor, Jake Paul boxing match where Conor McGregor doesn't have to absorb or throw any leg kicks. He makes a crapalola a lot of money in front of the Sheik. That could be a Dallas Stadium boxing match. He doesn't have to train as hard. He can continue his cocaine, cheating, drugged up, dick pic sending lifestyle. He can continue that with the Jake Paul training camp, and life moves on. John Jones coming back, as Zach said, as much as you want to hate it, the retired stuff, it is likely to happen, and we will get into it. I don't think that Aspinall will wait till July of next year.
No.
I think we could see a matchup, given a little foreshadow here, against a huge winner from this past weekend. But in terms of the before the logistics, I want to ask, is there anything else you want to throw in about this John Jones McGregor?
No, honestly, I would almost rather see McGregor fight Jake Paul in a boxing match. To me, I think that would do way better numbers. I mean, if you're just whatever, Dana obviously doesn't care about that, but I think from a fan base, I think that would just blow whatever he's going to come back and do in the UFC out of the water. But yeah, I totally agree with you. There's no chance in hell Aspinall is going to wait that long again. He's not sitting out for another full year just to wait for that fight. He's going to take whoever the UFC gives him. And hopefully he's fighting in October maybe. We'll see what happens.
Absolutely agree. And I want to talk about the logistics. Is this going to be on the front lawn? Are they going to put 20,000, or is it going to be more of a small bleacher show like 5,000?
That's the other thing. Dana White also, his whole career, going back to Dana, he said he'll never put on an outdoor show.
Doesn't Washington, D.C. have like the worst gnat problem?
How are you putting on this show outside on the White House lawn? Are they going to have a tent?
Secret Service can't kill gnats. I mean, I know there's some good snipers.
Are they bringing in equipment from the military to zap the flies and the gnats?
Imagine on the four corners of the...
We got a little weather manipulation going on. What's going on here with the cloud seeding over there in DC?
Oh my gosh. We all know, Adam, we control the weather.
I mean, talk about the conspiracies here.
Unbelievable. Yeah, There is a guarantee that I know will happen. Bo Nickel will be on the card.
He has to. I mean, he's got to be.
On Strickland too.
He's got Bo Nichols. I mean, realistically, you got to think who are the top selling American fighters in the UFC.
Kevin Holland. We saw him. I think we were sitting next together, next to each other when Kevin Holland Darst Vincent Luque and then went over to Trump. I'm basically thinking anybody who hopped that fence. Sean Strickland, again, we saw him last Jersey card, UFC 302, Islam Poirier. Sean Strickland would be great. Oh, man, America, you fucking queers and all your cut off like Sean Strickland. I do not agree with that Sean Strickland impression. It is an impression of Sean Strickland. Let me be clear. I know with the whole AI thing, you have to like have like copyright or like some type of warning. But yeah, I think it's going to be fun. I'm going to really try to get my ass down there, and it would be an honor and a privilege to just be on the Whitehouse grounds.
I agree. If anybody can get down there, they absolutely should be running over there as quick as possible. But yeah, I think if Sean O'Malley can get a win under his belt before then, they'll throw him on that card.
I don't need any fighter that looks like Tekashi 6ix9ine, who is a perp.
I'm just saying, big selling.
Rob is more American than Sean O'Malley. Don't give me that. He worked at construction.
Rob would be great to have on that card because we're from Long Island. He trained on Long Island for a very long time. I believe now he's stationed over in Vegas, but yeah, he's been over here for quite a while.
Why don't we do Ally Quinta welcomes back Conor McGregor?
Bring Ally Quinta back.
Let's go.
That would be great.
Who's more American than Ally Quinta?
Ally Quinta, one of the only people to take Khabib all the way.
That's right. And yeah, McGregor has fallen into this. I could see him fighting just because it could mean that, like, doesn't he want to run for Irish president?
He says he wants to run for president of Ireland. He's got all this stuff about the immigration in Ireland. Listen, I think his number one role right now is playing a coked up promoter for the BKFC, and nobody's ever going to beat him at that. So stick to it.
Yes, good call. I forgot about those face-offs, and he gave like a very demonic, satanic type of. You heard that? Did you?
Mike Perry.
Yeah, you might have sent it to me.
Man.
Oh my god! And then Mike Perry, like he's full on WWF. Like he needs to.
He would be. I mean, if he didn't own part of BKFC and you got him in the WWF, he would be ruthless on the mic. I mean, come on. How come? Speaking of which, I need to see Michael Chandler in the WWE. Finish out his contract and
Michael Chandler. Shout out to Ben the Bane Davis. He kind of what do you call it? Curated this quote. It was one of his followers, but he ran with it. You know how? What's Michael Chandler's? What does he close out his post-fight speech?
Oh, I'll see you at the top.
Well, somebody posted a Mike Chandler selfie and it said, "Mike Chandler's so competitive with McGregor that he'll say, 'See you at the tip.'"
See. Oh God!
I'll see you at the tip, Conor McGregor. You dick swinging, weight hurling mother. So let's just get into it.
That is crazy.
It's been a whirlwind. I'm proud of myself that I haven't gone down the rabbit hole that Chael Sonnen is right now. In terms of Conor McGregor, is it a leak? You got to imagine this guy is one of the most talented self-promoters to ever publicly speak in human history. You could put Muhammad Ali, Martin Luther King, JFK, Donald Trump, Dana White, definitely not Elon Musk, but like in terms of like self-promoting and being able to publicly speak and sell, like Conor McGregor could like sell, not even going to say that joke, but he could sell anything. And do you think this leaked penis pic real, or how should I say, calculated, planned, or really just organically got out to the internet?
Listen, for the sake of us getting on here and talking about it, I got to side with what Chael said. I couldn't stop looking at it. I was trying to could I get closer? Where's my magnifying glass? Is it real? Is it not? I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Oh my God.
But what I do want to know, this guy's lifting weights with his dick. Is that a real thing? Does that work? Somebody tell me if that works. I need to know. What's going on here? I mean,
So many questions.
I can't. This guy, he gets caught leaking dick pics in DMs. Who was it? Who was the girl? I can't even believe that this is who he was sending that to anyway.
She performed at my college.
It was
actually.
Azalea Banks?
Yeah, Harlem's own.
Unbelievable. I don't know how he picked her of all people to send that to.
I thought it was Iggy Azalea. I always just screwed up the two, and I was like, oh.
It's the Azaleas.
But
But I don't understand it. I don't know where he comes up with this stuff, let alone that happens, and then the next day he gets seen on a beach making out with some swamp donkey.
Wow, good call. I forgot about that.
I mean, what's going on here?
Yes. And to anybody who is that naive, like, there's been leaked Snapchats of Conor McGregor since 2016. Like, the night that he won, like, to me, that he touched Mount Olympus, like, becoming the champ, like, he set UFC's 2016 on fire. Like, capped one of the greatest years in MMA history with that double champ status. And no disrespect to Amanda Nunes, who beat Ronda Rousey, but absolutely nothing. Like, that whole night, that whole spectacle, that whole event. Who the fuck is that? It's all from that event.
Yeah.
He cheated on Devlin that night. So it's almost a decade in the making. Let's not be surprised, as you said, that he's hooking up with some swamp dunk on like a middle of a cabana daytime, not like in a bathroom.
Listen, he's Conor McGregor. He's got all the money. He's got the fame. If you're gonna do that, at least find a dime. Give me a 10 out of 10 or something. He's finding these like swamp donkeys he's pulling out of the water. I don't know where he's finding these ladies.
His girlfriend, his longtime girlfriend, don't know why he hasn't married her, is gorgeous.
Listen,
compared to these women.
I gotta respect her for standing by him as I know. But I also gotta feel bad for her. I don't know what she goes through.
I hope she's hooking up with Santiago, the pool boy. Like, I literally hope that guy's like, Miss Devlin, did I get the leaves? And she goes, oh, one more, laddie. You need to reach a little further.
Listen, just like Giselle Bundchen, maybe she's got a jiu-jitsu coach on the side because we know Conor's not teaching her jiu-jitsu.
Good God, yes. Oh, my God. That's hysterical. That's hysterical. Oh, my God.
This is an R-rated podcast right here tonight.
Yes. Unbelievable. Oh, my God. Yes. God bless that woman. And I think he's got 3 kids now. And, like, I wouldn't be surprised. And the nanny, no joke, the nanny looked more like the kids than D. Like, there was, like, a super blonde nanny. And she was a very good-looking nanny. I was like, Conor, you dog. Remember the Miami Heat game? He looked like he was, like, wearing, like, the Devil's tracksuit. He was wearing, like, a not even satin red. I'll call it Satan red.
Oh,
like,
God.
And then he grabbed the woman into the bathroom. Do you remember that whole scene?
I do remember, yes. I remember the story.
As if it was, like, Nate Diaz, Conor McGregor 2. Like, they put the wall in front. Like, the dude's been this scummy for years now. And money and power corrupt.
I don't understand. Yeah.
Donald Trump will move on. It's like, we've heard about the Stormy Daniels. We heard about the ex-wives after ex-wives. But he moves on. Like, I feel like this is a Bill Clinton move. And to keep in the White House political theme, like, stays with Hillary. Like, what does Hillary think? Hillary and D should do a podcast. Does Hillary have a jiu-jitsu coach?
That would be good. Yeah, somebody send a jiu-jitsu coach over to Hillary's house.
There's just one jiu-jitsu coach who's just leaping on these opportunities.
That's it.
Oh my God. So yeah, I mean, in a weird way, I feel like this is not a black eye on his relationship. I actually on his persona and his relationship with the fans. He actually put on his own Twitter, "You need somebody like me," and it was like I was like leaning into it. And you know what? What's worse, a bipolar John Jones on the SB red carpet, like, hey man, I just thought it was a huge honor to fight for my country and my president on the White House lawn. And then, hey bitch, I got people in different area codes that will slit your throat for less money. Like, do you like the bipolar John Jones or the maniac fake mobster and Conor McGregor?
Listen.
Comment below.
Yes, I think all in all, in conclusion, I think Conor's number one shtick is just staying as the coked up promoter for BKFC, and that's the lane he should focus on.
So if you're voting, like somebody to babysit your kids, bipolar John Jones or coked up Conor?
I feel
it's
like
a 50-50. You might get the best babysitter in John Jones, or you might get the absolute freaking worst babysitter. I gotta
pick John Jones.
You're taking that 50% chance.
Yeah.
The house might be burned down.
I don't know what Conor's doing. Conor's gonna invite 20 girls over.
Has a little coke ever hurt a baby? I'm kidding.
I mean, listen, they're both.
Don't answer that.
Either one of them babysitting her kids, there's gonna be some coke around.
Unbelievable. Wow. I broke a sweat. Talking about that. Well, is there anything in conclusion that you want to add? That was like the smart, that's like what John Jones says to the judge. Oh my God.
That's all I have on this topic, I think.
Unbelievable. I don't think we're going to have more fun than that. I mean, and we have like one of the most absolute epic fights of the year. And it's like overshadowed by a fucking weighted dong. Unbelievable. Yes, folks. UFC 318 is here. I hope that's the right number. Yeah. I wonder if Dana White's going to be asked about Conor McGregor's. They might ask that. That would be, if they can word it correctly, that'd be a great post-fight question.
Please. Yes.
You got to say it in a joking way. Don't be serious, because Dana White will brush it off the table. But what we're talking about is Dana White's 318 post-fight presser, where he should be smiling ear to ear after what is possibly one of the greatest matchups on paper. I put this on social media, just the even scale of this fight. We were at Dustin Poirier's last fight.
Yep.
Had a year off. I think it was a torn knee. But also on the flip, he has the confidence of being up 2-0 on Max Holloway. One via submission, one via stand-up beatdown a few years later. On the flip, Max Holloway has another full training camp at 155 lightweight, which we saw what he did 1 year ago, the knockout of 2024, if not the greatest knockout of all time.
Yeah.
For the BMF title at UFC 300. Stole the show, absolutely. No offense to Poatan or Weili Zhang, but Max Holloway. It's one of the greatest all time because he gave you 7 seconds to hey, Adam, get the knockouts. Like, everybody knew, like, it gave you the heads up, like something. That's why it's got to be the greatest of all time. But the cut down to 45, losing the confidence of the loss. To me, it's even Steven. You also have the hometown factor. You also have, does that hurt Poirier? A lot of questions, but this is the first time in UFC Countdown history, I believe, that they focused on one fight and one fight only for the 45, 48 minutes. So, dude, take it away. Just go.
I mean, this fight has to be one of the most exciting of the year, as you said. Holloway-Poirier, two absolute legends of the sport of UFC. I am so happy, grateful, thankful that Dana did everything right by Dustin Poirier to give him his retirement fight in his hometown. He's giving him Max Holloway, who you can consider is a vet. They have history. He's not feeding Dustin Poirier to the wolves by giving him some new up-and-coming killer. He's not giving him Ilia Topuria. He's letting Poirier go out in the best fashion possible We're going to see Lil Wayne walk out Dustin Poirier as well. So 2 hometown
Is that
heroes.
confirmed? Is that confirmed?
Dustin's been saying the last few days 100% happening.
Amazing.
Actually, at the press conference earlier this evening, somebody asked the question, "Who do you want to put the BMF belt on the winner?" Dustin said, "Let Lil Wayne do it." So hopefully that is what transpires. I think we are in for a really good one. It's going to be a treat for all the fans. Let me know if you want my pick now. You want to throw something in the hat?
Not yet. We'll definitely throw something in the hat.
Okay.
I'll pull up the whole card, but yeah, man, a lot of emotion,
Yes.
for this card, and I don't want to hear anybody talk about the undercard. Like they specifically, this is like when you hear artists talk about how they design albums, like what the first song, the last song, what follows the best song and previews the best song. The way they structure this card is to just have blood, guts, and glory before the main event. Like Daniel Rodriguez, Kevin Holland.
Yeah. Speaking of the undercard, how is Marvin Vettori and Brendan Allen on the prelims, and it's not even the main event prelim? What are we doing?
Name value, maybe Marvin is not that much of a bad mofo. Like,
I mean, they could have sold this fight
when's
to
the
us.
last time Marvin Vettori
They have
had a
bad
finish?
blood. They fought in the casino.
They fought before?
They had a little brawl, if you want to call it that, on the casino floor.
Oof. All right. I mean, we'll have to get into that pick. I'm leaning Brendan Allen right now, but
I am too. So
I just feel like it's his time. But
back to the card.
With the main event, like I hated Max Holloway going back down. I understand the money, and it fills the headline of another pay-per-view card. That was the Abu Dhabi card. Going back down the 45. I even asked Max in the post-fight presser. I'm like, Max, you never look better, and your body looks fuller, like on a full 10, 12-week training camp. Why go back down? He's like, well, but I did some unfitted business, brother, and I gotta go back down. I gotta do it. Like, I think part of that was he was lying to the media and lying to himself to convince him it was the right move. Like, why are you going to drain yourself when you just crushed Justin Gaethje when everybody questioned your power? Like, there was a fear for a second, like, is Justin Gaethje getting back up? That's how hard. Max Holloway, the pity-patty strike number, significant record number, 145er, that's what Max Holloway did. So I was like, why take a step back? Okay, fast forward. He is back in the same situation where everybody's questioning him. I really believe that. Like, nobody's picking him outright. If Poirier, if we didn't see Max for a year, if he was just still off the Justin Gaethje, everybody's picking Max Holloway. But getting hurt from that loss to Poirier, being knocked out for the first time, being embarrassed by a guy that you hated, Ilia Topuria pointed to the ground in the first 10 seconds, and you didn't oblige.
I know.
Like, the fight was over at that point. And it's like, to me, he should have just swung for the fences. Like, that would have been incredible. But what can Max do? How further down the line is he? Is he on the back nine? Yes. Is he at hole 12, 14, 17? He might be 2 fights away. You know, is this going to be a 5-round rock 'em, sock 'em, back and forth? That could take a lot of miles off Max Holloway.
Yeah.
Or does he just absolutely annihilate Dustin Poirier, somebody he hasn't beaten? The motivation's there. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, you said it. The motivation's there. I mean, he went 0-3 against Volk. He's 0-2 against Poirier. So he said it himself. He definitely does not want to go 0-6 in his trilogies. The motivation is all there for Holloway. He looks, you said it also, he looks amazing at 155. He's much more filled out. He looks healthy. He's ready to go. I think, personally, I think we're going to see this go the distance. I I think it's going to be. I think we're in for a long fight. I think it's going to be a big back and forth. It's definitely not going to the ground unless Dustin decides to jump the gilly. Which, this being his last fight, I think we might see him try to get that guillotine finish. But I also do think Dustin wants to put on a really good show for his fans in his last fight. And I think he just wants to go out on a high note, maybe look to have like a fight of the year. And I think we're really going to get a good one on our hands.
I want Max to win. Outright, I'm saying it. Listen, I just think go.
My problem is that these are like my two favorite fighters, like of all time, for the way that I've watched UFC.
Most people.
So it's very hard for me to like pick one. I am leaning towards Dustin actually in this. I do think it would be better for the trajectory of the UFC if Max wins. I just think Dustin wins. It's his retirement fight. He's going to walk away with the BMF belt. Now, kind of what happens? What does Max do from here? Now he's on a little bit of a losing skid. He just lost to a guy who retired. Who you going to give him next at 155? Right. It's kind of tough. So I do think, Max really does have that extra motivational push to really get him there. And I think if he does beat Poirier, that gives him like a number one contender shot. I think for sure.
Yeah. And that would be against Ilia Topuria. Like, the motivation is 100% there. If he were to get the win, to do the rematch and say, I was sucked out, brother, 145 and not me, brother. Like, the rematch is there. Is there an El Matador in here? And, like, he could sell it again. He could sell it again 100%. Yep. And I would want to see it again because I really think that anybody who's in the know, who's a hardcore fan, Max Holloway did not and should not have gone back down to 145 after looking the best he's ever looked in his career at 155 as an underdog against one of the most dangerous humans on this earth.
I agree. It's going to be tough. I mean, I'm looking at the rankings right now. Realistically, if Max wins this,
he could leapfrog. Because
he could.
You have to look at his lightweight. You have to look at his lightweight resume. You have to pretend that featherweight fight never happened in between.
I mean, the only other fights for him at lightweight, if he beats Holloway, would be Arman and Charles. But realistically, if you look at it from Dana's eyes, you got to give him Ilia. You got to let him have Ilia at 155 in the higher weight and see what happens because that's the fight that's going to sell. We don't need to see Max against Arman and Charles. I know he's fought Charles once before, but I feel like at this point in their games, Arman and Charles, their ground games, I think, are just so out of this world. It's going to be tough to put Holloway up against them. I think he'll have a hard time.
1,000%. Oliveira, Max, too, is there. It's fun. Paddy Pimblett facing another legend. Could be fun.
I forgot about him for a second.
Yeah, yes. That's there. But if Max still has gas in the tank, and I know he's only 32, everybody loves to say that, but he has a lot of miles on those tires. Yes. I mean, he's been in the UFC since he was 20. I think his debut was against Dustin Poirier, where he got submitted by
I think you're right. I do think you're right.
Like, he's been in this for a minute. Like, he looked like he was begging for money on a corner in his first fight. And now he's a filled-out, grown-ass man calling out DC. Like, I love the matchups for Max. After a win, I think that could headline MSG. That could headline the Abu Dhabi in October.
Lightweight right now is so tough. I mean, you got Gaethje up there at the top who says he's sitting out waiting for a title shot. But meanwhile, you have Dricus du Plessis, who on a stream said that Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett is going to be the co-main event of whatever card he's headlining, which I believe is 319 in Chicago. But that hasn't been announced yet, so I don't know if we could really take that into account there. So Yeah, I don't know if Max wins. Does he skip Gaethje in the rankings for a title?
Yeah. Yes. Come on, man. I've started to learn prize fighting rankings.
I mean, if
Optic,
they do
optic
that,
optics.
I'm afraid Gaethje's just gonna walk.
Because of what we saw between Max and Gaethje, like we're gonna see that 1,000 more times between now and Saturday night.
I know.
Like I just the optics, Max has that way over Gaethje, and
Yeah.
if
Yep.
he shuts the lights out of Poirier, that would be like how much power would he have at lightweight? If think about this, if he really shuts out the lights in his hometown, like puts on a funeral on Dustin Poirier's final is the swan song, as they say. Like
Yeah.
Lil Wayne's gonna write a song the next day.
Oh
Like
man. Poirier
I
freestyle.
cannot wait for. Are you on the island or are you in the city?
I'm in the city.
Oh man, we
I'll
got it.
actually Saturday. I'll actually be out east in the Hamptons
Oh, excuse me. Say
watching.
hello to your boy Puffy
Hey,
Combs.
catch me if you're out there. Let me know what's
Oh my
going on.
god. Well, you ready to get to some picks?
Let's do it.
Okay, here is the whole card. Let's start it at the top, then work our way to the bottom. Yeah, I'm going Max Holloway. If you guys cannot tell, I believe Max Bless Holloway has more incentive than a retire fight in his hometown, which sounds pretty spectacular. Like that's movie book stuff. And if Poirier knocks out Holloway, I wouldn't retire. I would ask for another title fight. And Poirier versus Ilya could happen. Don't tell me Poirier's gonna retire. I can't believe it until I see it. That man is only getting better with age. So I am leaning towards Max Blessed Holloway, just slightly.
I'm gonna take Poirier. I'm gonna
Son
take
of a
Dustin.
bitch, you read a script. So I always say follow the money. So you believe the money is in that in the Poirier victory? Is he retiring then? You're saying he's winning. Is he retiring?
I'm gonna say he's still gonna retire.
He's not going to
Maybe,
say, "Hey, I
maybe.
might have one more in me." Is there a matador out here? And you would watch. That would be one of the biggest fights as well.
Oh man. Okay. If you want to play hypotheticals, Dustin wins, gets the BMF belt, calls out to Poirier, puts the BMF belt on the line for the title shot. That's it. And I'm sold. Put it on the July 4th card at the Whitehouse lawn.
Yeah, here we go.
Come on.
Either freaking way, I want to. It has to be dominant, even if it's over 5 rounds and there isn't a finish. It has to look like Dustin Poirier, Max Holloway too, where it was a beatdown from what are they, pillar to post. Like if
Yeah.
it's one of those fights, that guy can call out Ilya Taporia because of the name value, and I agree. So we can't lose here, but somebody's got to lose.
All in all, I'm gonna go with Dustin by decision, and in reality, yeah, he's gonna lay the gloves down. I think this is gonna be the last we'll see of him, unfortunately.
I think he leaves the door open like the end of Inception. I'm sorry. I think the dreidel or whatever that guy he's spinning in the movie
We'll
is
see
gonna
what happens. We'll see what happens.
Co-main event, everybody's favorite Brazilian, Paulo Costa. Like he knows who he is. His social media follows amazing. Like literally, he's amazing. Does anybody want my DP? I'll send you.
He has just become like the biggest Twitter trolling meme there is. He's hilarious, whether you like him or not. I mean, he just says whatever the hell's on his mind with no regard.
I think it's adorable too, like the English that he puts together. Like
It's so good.
I'm gonna have to go Costa. I know Roman Krepilov is the younger, more focused, more well-rounded fighter, more driven at this point. Not the name value, but one of those scary Eastern Bloc fighters who could smother Costa. I think Costa has so much experience that even on his off days, he could preserve his gas tank, make flourishes, and steal a very boring split decision. I don't see a finish here.
No, I'm going to go also with split decision. I am choosing Roman Kopylov in the decision, so we'll see what happens there. I'm a little skittish choosing Costa.
It's good matchmaking because Costa's been on the downslope. He's super talented. Super talented.
I mean, if he loses this fight, he'll be 1-5 in his last 6. So,
but it's not a Tony Ferguson 1-5. You know,
it's not. No, it's not a Tony Ferguson 1-5. He's got one win mixed in there, but
it's just whether or not he wants to show up.
That's the problem with him. You really never know.
Jersey. We saw him in Jersey.
You never know what you're gonna get with Costa when he steps in the ring. We might get the crazy Costa who fought Yoel Romero. We might get the Costa that fought Israel Adesanya and didn't know what the hell he was doing in the ring. So I'm gonna go with Roman Kopylov. I just lately the way things have been going with Costa, I just can't back him right now.
Do you remember when Gustafsson took a long break and he came back? This is years ago. He came back and he beat Jan Blachowicz, and it was a very boring style. Believe it or not, Alexander Gustafsson took down.
That was
Jan
before
Blachowicz.
the second Jones fight?
Yes. Yeah. And then he started the streak. He had that crazy uppercut sequence against Teixeira. Like he started to get hot. But my point is, against Jan Blachowicz, that was a confidence builder. That was like like an ugly win. Like in baseball, basketball, football, like your team is just streaking bad. You win the game 10-9, but you win. And I think that's what Costa is going to do. I think he has enough experience, like championship caliber level he was on in 2020, I believe, that fight against Israel Adesanya. And he hasn't been beaten. It's not like he's facing like surgery after surgery, because believe me, we would know. He would post from the surgery room. Hey, my face.
He would.
I may die. Like
he'd be posting about his nurse's fake tits or something.
Exactly. I like Costa here. I think this is a savvy experience spot for Costa.
All right. Look at that. We're split on the first 2 fights here.
My fight of the night and a co-BMF fight. Kevin Holland, Daniel Rodriguez. I think this was the fight that was supposed to happen at UFC 279, that September card. Hamzat Nate Diaz, Tony Ferguson, Jing Liang, what was it? Joaquin.
And then, yes.
And then
Hamzat didn't make weight by about 8 pounds.
Yeah, it's so weird. But Kevin Holland was supposed to fight Daniel Rodriguez that time. We finally get this fight. Daniel Rodriguez left the UFC and is back in the UFC. Kevin Holland is streaking, which you know what that means? It's time to break the streak. I like Daniel Rodriguez.
Wow, here we go again. I'm picking Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland's my guy. We saw
this
him
is the 5-0 year, because you know he's capable of that.
He is.
He's the modern Cowboy Cerrone.
If he really puts himself to it, he's capable of anything. Kevin Holland. I mean, I think people forget how good his ground game is. I mean, we were there in Jersey. We saw him get that submission win. So I feel that what I see, I think Kevin Holland just is more well-rounded and has more ways of winning than D-Rod. I think Kevin Holland's reach advantage will actually be a big factor here. I think D-Rod might have a little bit of a hard time getting inside with Holland's reach, and I think Holland would be able to stay at bay and do his thing.
You're playing the game. You're not playing the player. You're giving me all these stats on paper, but you're not looking at Kevin Holland, as I said, the modern-day Cowboy Cerrone. I think he'll lose, but I also think he'll win in
I think he's on a hot streak. He's continuing the hot streak.
You think? Okay.
I think so.
We're 3 against 3 right now. Are you going Zellhuber or
I should have learned how to say it properly. I say Zellhuber. I don't know if that's right or not.
Well, he burst on the scene at UFC Spear, UFC 306 last September. So
that fight was fantastic.
this is another showcase fight for him. this is Michael Johnson being a dog.
Yep.
He's on one of those crazy streaks too, like maybe like 1-6 or like 2-8, something like that. So I mean, are you picking against Mr. Zellhuber?
I'm picking Zellhuber to win.
Okay.
I think it'll be a good fight. I mean, the both of them are always in like the scrappy, crazy fights. They kind of are always just swinging. So I think it'll be a really fun one.
We going Vittori Allen?
I'm leaning towards Allen for this.
Yeah. I think Allen is he's the dark horse of the middleweight division. Like I think he's scooping up wins very quietly, and he will get a top 5 fight very soon.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I am leaning towards Brendan Allen, I just feel like sometimes he fights with such bad IQ. Sometimes, but
He's locked in.
yeah.
And any fights on the undercard?
Well, we skipped over one. We got Dan Ige and Patricio.
Oh, I missed that. My bad. That is a BMF fight as well. Dan Ige, Patricio. That is great matchmaking.
That should be a fun one as well. Yeah, we should see high striking in that one.
Very similar styles. Competent on the ground, not heavy submission artists, but really trust their boxing.
Yeah, this should be This should be a great like kickboxing-esque type matchup. I'm leaning towards Ige here. I'm gonna pick him.
I'm going Pitbull. I think he's pissed off.
From his last fight because he looked horrible.
Yes, it was a bad debut, and he looked gun shy. I would write that up to a UFC debut jitters. That doesn't get talked about enough. Everybody wants everybody to. I mean,
yeah,
he debuted on a freaking pay-per-view main card. I know he's been one of the Mount Rushmores for Bellator, but there are levels to stardom.
Yes, that's very true. I think, we've seen a lot of these Bellator guys come to the UFC, and they have struggled a lot. I will say most of them tend to come over towards the end of their career, so I don't know if you want to factor that in or not. But typically, if I see a Bellator guy coming to the UFC, I'm probably not going to pick them just based off of history. And especially Pitbull's last fight, I just can't.
4 against 4. Somebody is getting the ghost pepper, and we have to find it in Amazon.
Yeah, I want this next day delivery flown in by drone.
What else you got? Is there? I mean, I really like the. I'm gonna butcher his name, but Ryan Spann versus Lukas Brzezinski. That should be KO City.
Yeah. This should be a fun one. I think if Ryan Spann's looking to get a nice win under his belt. Ryan Spann is coming off a KO loss earlier this year.
I'm sorry, I'm just commenting on Instagram. I asked the Instagram community, who would you let watch your kids, Coked Up Conor or Bipolar John Jones? And somebody said, you, Ike.
You. That is the responsible answer.
I hope. Yes. I do watch kids.
Yes.
My own kids. Not
his home.
Yes.
He's got the twins over there.
Yes. The van is in the cart. Just kidding. All right. Yeah, that's for the picks. Real quickly. Let's see. I should have had this queued up.
All right, we want a little Nashville recap, baby.
That's right. Let's go. Wait, no, that's not the wrong. Where are you? Where are you, Derek? Derek disappeared. So, yeah, talk us through Derek Lewis. Look trim, look slim.
I mean,
40 years old, young. 40 years young.
40 years young. Is he 40 or 39?
40.
He is 40.
Crazy, right?
Looks like he's in the best shape of his life, or at least the best shape that any of us UFC fans have ever seen him in. I mean, he looked phenomenal, fantastic, came out, quick knockout win. I believe it was about a minute and a half, about 90 seconds in. So he hit us again with one of his famous, hilarious post-fight interviews. I see you got it queued up. Let's play it.
What do you want next, my friend?
I've been gone for 2 weeks, so I want my wife next. It's gonna be a lot of ground and pounding. Ground and pounding. She know what it is. Fine ass.
Who'd you find
Ladies and
as?
gentlemen, give it up for the beast,
Oh,
Derek
man.
Lewis.
I mean, talk about a guy that has no haters. You cannot dislike Derek Lewis for any reason. He gives the fans what they want. He always puts on a show. He's hilarious. I mean, I was standing and jumping on my couch when he had that knockout. He hit about 4 celebrations after. He pulled it. He did his celebration. He slams on the floor. He does the tongue in the neck. He pulled the shorts off. He did the Israel Adesanya arrows, and then he did the dog pissing on Teixeira's team to mark his territory. I was going nuts. I was losing my mind. I texted you immediately, I think in all caps. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And I mean, hey, who knows? He could be next in line for Tom Aspinall with a statement like that. He is the knockout king. The record's going nowhere. It's safe with him. Who knows what's next for the Black Beast?
Well said. You covered all the bases. Shut down another prospect. He is 3-1 in his last 4, and he fought for a title against Daniel Cormier, the man who interviewed him, UFC 230, 2018.
Yep.
That was Cormier's year, but maybe this is Derek Lewis's year. We talked about it earlier where we both do not expect Tom Aspinall to sit on the sidelines for another 12 months for the UFC Whitehouse card. John Jones has expressed extreme interest. Finally, he's given a lot of on-the-fence answers, unless you're a police officer or unless you're on the ESPY's red carpet. John Jones has definitively said that he wants to be at the UFC Whitehouse inaugural card. That is about 11 to 13 months from now. Tom Aspinall is 28, 29. He is not going to wait that long. Derek Lewis can't wait that long for anything either. He's 40. He's sellable. He's the A side.
Yep.
I was asking the guys at the gym. I was just at jiu-jitsu practice, and I said, who's more of a fan favorite, Tom Aspinall or Derek Lewis? And a lot of them said, and I completely write this up to recency bias, they said Tom Aspinall. I said, are you guys kidding me? I said, maybe you're empathetic towards him because of the John Jones situation, but everybody loves themselves a good Derek Lewis knockout plus post-fight interview. Everybody knows the Balls is hot guy. I don't think everybody knows Tom Aspinall. So I think I don't know if that could headline, if it's headline worthy. Maybe it is because everybody loves Derek Lewis. But Derek Lewis, Tom Aspinall, this November, keep Derek on the treadmill. Keep him running. I would love to see that. I think that's 322. MSG headline, Derek Lewis, Tom Aspinall. I think that's a tremendous fight. And I'm not writing Derek Lewis off.
No. That headline's at MSG in November. We'll be in attendance for sure. I think I'm surprised that they all picked Tom Aspinall to be more of a fan favorite. To me, Derek Lewis has one of the best personalities in the UFC, believe it or not. I mean, he does seem like a little shy guy, a little soft-spoken, but when he's out there and he's letting it fly, he's got the best personality out of most of those guys, especially at heavyweight. If you look at the rankings for heavyweight also...
I don't want to hear Cyril Gane. Figure it out, UFC, with Derek Lewis.
If you look at the rankings, the only name for Tom to fight that he hasn't fought really up there...
Cyril Gane lost to Alexander Volkov.
Well, exactly. He lost to Volkov. He also lost to Jones in 15 seconds. To me, he's undeserving of the shot against Aspinall, so I definitely wouldn't give
the Aspinall fight. Curtis Blade stepped in there because he filmed a movie. How many other X's against or strikes against them do we need?
The only other person really up there would be Jailton Almeida, but I see Derek Lewis skipping him easily.
Nobody in this chat is going to say Jailton Almeida.
No,
Jailton,
no,
over Derek Lewis. I'm sorry.
no. I
He's
agree.
exceptional. He is not headline worthy for MSG.
No, Almeida's not headline worthy either. Derek Lewis would skip him any day of the week. Which everybody can agree on. So, yeah, I mean, I booked that fight. Aspinall Lewis, November, MSG.
That's
Make
a
it the
scary
headline.
fight. That's a scary fight.
Heavyweight headline at MSG. I mean, who doesn't love that?
Yeah. First one in about 7 years. Daniel Cormier, Derek Lewis. And Derek Lewis jumped on that opportunity. It was 229, October 6th. And then it was early November, where they turned him around. It was the Balls' hat. The Conor McGregor Khabib card, the Balls' hot card against Alexander Volkov. And then they turned him around in about 4-6 weeks against Daniel Cormier. This is way less of a quick turnaround. It's about 4 months. Lewis, get off for a month, get back on the treadmill. You look phenomenal. Like, I can find it. Derek Lewis weigh-in photo, he looked absolutely incredible. And he was wearing a Speedo.
I believe the only 40-year-olds to be champion are Daniel Cormier, right? When he beat Stipe to win the heavyweight, he was 40, I believe.
Yes.
Who else? Randy
Maybe 39. That's close. No, this is a George Foreman moment.
I mean, Glover Teixeira was,
yes,
I think,
100%.
the oldest at
41, 42.
He was 42.
Yes, UFC 267.
I'm pretty sure Randy Couture also was champion at the age of 40.
Yes.
So
this is rare air.
Yeah, if Derek Lewis could do it, give him that shot. I mean, he's got that knockout chance. He is the Black Beast, the knockout king. He's got it tatted on his chest. I mean, come on. We all want to see it.
Yeah, I think it'd be wise for the UFC. Cyril Gane, we just talked about how many strikes are
I can't
against
give him
him.
that shot right now.
John Jones is Mr. President's golden child. Like
that
fight will happen next summer. Sorry, John Jones. I can't think of another heavyweight. Derek Lewis, Tom Aspinall makes a whole ton of sense.
Yep.
And it could be a retirement fight for Derek Lewis.
Yeah.
I want him to win. I would love to see him to get gold. As I'm saying, this is like a George Foreman win. I think Foreman won at 45 or 46, a heavyweight title. It'd be something like that. And Derek Lewis is such a good guy and such a fan favorite. It'd be well-deserved. Tom Aspinall will be back and will be the king for many years to come. I could totally see a Cinderella story for Derek Lewis, but I can also see Tom Aspinall shutting down the lights. Derek Lewis retires, and Tom Aspinall really pissed off at John Jones on the mic.
Yeah. I think if that happens, Tom probably calls out John to fight him on the White House lawn, and that's the next fight we'll see at heavyweight for the championship.
True. But this gets us another pay-per-view. Even if Max didn't want to go to 45 again, it just sets up your month. Like if you're the UFC, you're like, all right, we got a headline.
Yeah.
All right, we got a headline. Like it's like this Derek Lewis win is like, all right, we got a headliner.
Yeah.
Like, it keeps the gravy moving, baby. Where do I get this hat? Somebody commented. It's a UFC hat. The UFC don't make their stuff with Reebok anymore, so I think it was like on the discount bargain bin on the website. Maybe once they close out the deal with Venom, you could get some really cool Venom stuff. So yeah, that's where I got the hat, on the sale website. Anything else from UFC Nashville? Wonder Boy won that fight.
I was gonna say the same thing. I agree. Wonder Boy definitely, to me, won that fight.
Come on.
Seen a lot of other people saying that as well.
What do we do in UFC?
Calvin Kattar now on a 5-fight losing streak.
Yes, he's in that Michael Johnson Paulo Costa, like, are they going to go to the PFL? Are they going to go to bare
Yes.
knuckle? Start doing
Oh,
cocaine?
I hope not. I don't know. Ever since that Max Holloway fight, he just hasn't looked the same. Um, yeah, I mean, this is his third decision loss. I don't know if that speaks to anything. I mean, he is going the distance, but 5-fight losing skid, it's got to be tough for him because he always does bring it. I feel like he is a crowd pleaser, but yeah, it's a little tough.
My boy Chris
Um,
Curtis got the win over Max Griffin. Anything else from this card?
Nate Landwehr, he was looking great. He had his man where he wanted him. He almost closed it out in round two. Almost closed it out. Maybe if he had another 30 seconds, and then round three at the beginning, he got clipped, unfortunately, and it was all over for him. That was an upsetting loss to see. I was pretty upset by that one.
The junkyard dog had his
Yeah.
day, unfortunately, but he will be back. He is a killer, and he's a very nice guy. Like Lewis, he has very fun post fights.
Yeah, he's great. Good personality.
Now, this fight from this past weekend, Friday, Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor 3. And my apologies, I should have put Taylor first. She is 3-0 against Serrano.
How dare you?
She stuck to the game plan. It wasn't a slugfest as the first two, but it's a win for women's combat sports, women in general. It was a first all-female combat sports card and a Guinness World Record for most championship belts on the line. But Katie Taylor, this is funny too. I'm surprised I'm bringing this up now. Katie Taylor, there are two Irish people who were in the news the past 5 days. Katie Taylor couldn't be more opposite of Conor McGregor. Yes, they share their bloodline of the Irish fighter. You're talking about a God first, a soft-spoken, a humble athlete, an extreme competitor, a winner, an Olympic champion, represents her country to the fullest, and then you have Conor McGregor.
I mean, you couldn't have more polar opposites. And I remember I texted you over the weekend saying, thank God Katie Taylor has nothing to do with Conor McGregor, because I think that would just be a disaster for her. And thank God she steers clear of that mess. I mean, yeah, Katie Taylor stuck to her game plan. It was a very technical fight, unlike, the other two that were just absolute wars. I think, when I looked back on this one, I got reminded of something. I can't remember what fight it was. Rose Namajunas, after one of her fights, in her Octagon interview, I think she was getting booed. It might have been a little bit of a boring fight, but she got on the mic and she said, "Damn, do I have to mess up my pretty face every time I fight?" And when I think about that and I look at these two, they just had two wars. Now they're having fight three. Katie Taylor already won two of them. Were you really expecting this to be another all-out bloody brawl? I mean, are you surprised? I mean, yes, maybe you are. Yeah, probably. But I think in hindsight, when you look back on it, yeah, I'm not as surprised that this was a much more technical fight from the both of them.
Yeah, it was an incredible atmosphere.
Yeah, I know you were there, so
nothing like an MSG card. Really special. It was fun. It just was a nice curtain jerker for the following event. Shout outs to Katie Taylor. Is she done? Is she's not? Just so humble. And just like I said, just couldn't be more freaking opposite of Conor McGregor. But the fight that happened the next night, Hamza Shiraz versus Edgar Berlanga, Brooklyn's own Edgar Berlanga. Great talker, got the Canelo fight. Another headlining fight, Ring 3. And if you guys aren't familiar, Turki Al-Sheikh, the Sheik, and Dana White have formed the Ring promotion. So it's like a UFC 1, or we have UFC 318 coming up this weekend. It's now Ring 3. So Ring 3, phenomenal fights. A lot of people question Shakur Stevenson. He shut down the haters. This is the power of the Sheik. We'll have to get into the no pay-per-views. I forgot to bring that up. But Shakur Stevenson got the win, looked great against a dangerous Mexican-styled boxer in William Zepeda. Phenomenal performance. And in the main event, some conspiracy. Did Hamza Shiraz have a cemented concrete cast of a hand wrap? He did not take off his left hand wrap. We've seen Edgar Berlanga get boomed from Canelo's left hand and bounce up and stay in the fight and finish the fight. But for some reason, whether it's his superior training, superior technique, or some foul play, Hamza Shiraz KO'd and demolished and literally took him out behind the barn, double-barreled him, because that was brutal. That's one of the most brutal knockouts I've ever seen. And it was just an avalanche. One knockdown, two knockdown, KO City.
It was brutal. It was early. It was only the 5th round. The very beginning of the 5th round. I think, what was it, maybe 15 seconds into the 5th round? I mean, at the end of the 4th, he almost – there was 10 seconds left in the 4th round. He would have finished him. But, a little bit of a conspiracy there. Will we
kept
ever
it on the whole time, going through the back channels of the tunnel, like of the stadium? Too weird.
He took the other one off?
Yes. So he just kept the left one on.
Has he made a comment about this? If he has, I haven't seen it.
Good point. And Frank Waring is his promoter, Queensberry Boxing. If you could look that up, I'm not sure. We did get a comment. I'll give my answer, and then if you see anything on Shiraz, let me know. But yeah, great performance. I hope he didn't cheat. That's not the way that Turki Al-Sheikh wants to build Muslim fighters in his promotion. He wants to prompt them up the right way. No foul play needed. And I know it might sound like an uncomfortable conversation, but Turki was very comfortable in the post-fight, put out a tweet where he was saying, Inshallah, very happy for my brother, Hamza Shiraz. Like, Turki is the judge, the jury, and the executioner when it comes to this promotion. Like, I love what he's doing for boxing. And I love how he shut down Hawani. He, unfollowed Hawani and said that, I'm not going to give you interviews anymore, and you stop bothering me, and just know your role in this. I love Turki Al-Sheikh's power. I love how Dana White is humble when working with him. So I love how open and honest Turki can be. So, yes, he is happy that a Muslim fighter won, and he's not shy about it. Don't tell me that Dana White was not happy that Irish fighters, Conor McGregor and Sean O'Malley, won and got in championship fights and became champions. Conor McGregor and Dana White, go back to 2014. They're driving down the strip in Las Vegas together in a Lambo. There's a clip of that. Early Conor days, they were playing video games together, Dana White and Conor. Don't get on me or Turki for having love for people of the same ilk. But what Turki is doing for boxing is extremely special. And he has announced, I think last February, he said that he reduced the Dmitry Bivol, Artur Beterbiev pay-per-view to $19.99 and ESPN Plus, $20. He said starting in November and onward, there will be zero cost, as long as you have a DAZN subscription, for boxing pay-per-views. Applause, sound effect. Can we get the UFC on Netflix? Can we get the UFC Fight Pass to just you pay the $14.99? Sure, make it $19.99 a month, and we get the pay-per-views and the fight nights. Can we do something like that? What Turki Al-Sheikh's doing for the fight game is incredible. Sorry, one last thought on it. It was a very insecure little brother style, the pay-per-view model. I believe if you put the Conor McGregor Khabib or Conor McGregor Nate Diaz 2 on CBS, Fox, ESPN, NBC, you go from 2.4 million or 1.6 million up to NBA final MLB World Series numbers of 15 million, 20 million viewership.
Yeah.
You get the advertisement money. I don't know why everybody's like, but the pay-per-view, they need the pay-per-view. No, where do you think the Super Bowl gets money from? Do the math here.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer to me. Turkey getting rid of the pay-per-view model is just, I mean, we've been waiting for this. It's the next best thing to grow the sport. The UFC, to me, next year has to follow suit, whether they like it or not. I just think that the pay-per-view model for the UFC, I don't even know how much they are, $79.99. I mean, it is so astronomically expensive to pay that every other weekend or every 2 weeks, whatever it is, 3 weeks for a pay-per-view fight. It's not sustainable. You're really hurting your own brand. I mean, you have so many casual fans out there that are just streaming this. I know streaming is a huge conversation. There's even current UFC fighters that say that they don't pay to watch the fights. They just stream them themselves. If you have current fighters on your roster that aren't even paying for the fights, how can you justify keeping a pay-per-view model? It just makes absolutely no sense to me. So, I mean, I think that the UFC is still in negotiations for the streaming rights.
Did you hear the quote? The updated quote where we stand with these negotiations?
No, I did not. What is it?
Dana White has said that whatever the platform that it will be on is more global. To me, that is 2 platforms, Amazon Prime
And Netflix.
and Netflix.
Yep, it has to be one or the other. I agree. I think streaming platform, there will be no more pay-per-view model. How they structure that pay to the fighters.
Dude, right when we get John Jones Aspinall or John Jones and Ngannou or something, like the aliens are going to arrive.
Yeah.
A free pay-per-view.
Yeah. Free pay-per-view, but if you want to see Jones Aspinall, this one's going to be $199.
Oh my God. Yes, if they just please if you agree to it, just don't go backwards. I think it would be extremely progressive for sports viewership in 2020.
Do we have any idea when they're going to announce this new deal? When does the ESPN deal even end?
December 31st.
December 31st. It is
It's
the last.
getting late. Remember, they announced the ESPN deal in May. So about 7 months before they started working with ESPN.
Okay.
It's getting late. But WWE is already on Netflix. So there's some infrastructure already built in for TKO and the UFC.
They are under the same ownership.
And Amazon Prime has hosted 1 championship fights. So there's some MMA there. And Amazon is Amazon.
I don't think they could go wrong with either one, to be honest. I mean, anybody who pays for Netflix likely is paying for Amazon Prime. In terms of whatever they're thinking about, probably just has to do with whoever's going to put on the better live stream. Would be the only thing that I see much of a difference in.
Do you think we ever get a double promotion? We get like the Contender Series and Fight Nights on ESPN. And we get the pay-per-views on Netflix or Amazon?
It's definitely possible. Look at every other sport. I mean, NFL is on every single streaming platform possible. It's unbelievable.
Peacock, Amazon, ESPN, NBC.
It's ridiculous that they even allow that to happen. Like,
it is annoying.
Some regulation here, please. Like,
does Apple Plus have a NFL game?
My bank account is crying when it sees this.
So big win for boxing. Hopefully the Sheik can get into Dana White's ear. I believe he's just a phone call away, and he just convinced Dana that it is the way to go. But yeah, man, are we the way to go? Oh, I do have a question for us.
Oh, what do we got?
This is a complete fantasy fight, and then we could get into what is your favorite fantasy fight of all time. But who wins in a fight? Bloodsport's own Jean-Claude Van Damme, JC VD, or the Transporter, Mr. Expendable, the Working Man, Jason Statham.
Wow.
Thank you, Alex Hot Abs 99. We appreciate you.
Alex Hot Abs? That's his name?
Hey, maybe he's taking
I'm gonna see
selfies
some
with
leaks.
weights on.
This guy next to Conor McGregor next. Jesus. What's going on with that name? I'm gonna take Jean-Claude Van Damme here.
Right
He's
now.
so much bigger than
Right now.
Statham. I mean, are we talking right now? How old is Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Alex did not add Prime too, but right now I'm going Jason Statham. If we're going blood sport,
If we're going
Van Damme?
Bloodsport, it's just Van Damme. Come on.
yes. But I mean, I think Jason Statham was like an Olympic alternate for swimming. Like besides from his like martial
Oh, I
arts
did not know that.
prowess.
Didn't
Yeah, so
know
he's an athlete as well. Fantasy fight for you. Fake, like real fighters or movie fights. You would need a
I
minute.
got it. Let me hear yours. I feel like I need a
In
moment.
terms of a real fight, like real fighters, but just a different era. For me, Chuck Liddell versus Alex Pereira. Prime versus Prime would be just 10 seconds. That would just be, those are the definition of the BMS.
Vitor Belfort, Alex Pereira. You could put Alex Pereira up against any of those guys back then. I think it would just be unbelievable.
That boy bang. That boy like to bang.
Oh, those are some good ones right there.
In terms of like movie stars, it has to be Keanu Reeves has to be one side of it for me. And then what actor do I not like?
Matrix Keanu Reeves or
Well, John Wick still. I mean, he's still like
John Wick is still around. He's there's another one coming out, so he's alive.
You know, I would have wanted Leonardo DiCaprio to get his butt kicked a little, but as soon as I saw him in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, where he could like, he looked like he was like a down to the earth guy, like then I liked him a lot more. But an actor that I want to see get his ass kicked, I don't know. Two guys that I really like, Christian Bale versus Keanu Reeves, I think would be pretty badass.
Oh, that would be a good one. That would be pretty fun. I like that right there. If you give me
Alex Hot Abs 99 commented Keanu versus Tom Hardy. Whoa. Tom Hardy's a legitimate jiu-jitsu practitioner.
Yes, he's won tournaments.
Yes.
Tom Hardy has won tournaments.
And he has a really good sparring video, which was pretty dope.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves, though, he's been throwing kicks since like The Matrix 25 years ago. So, but it gets to the floor. Does Keanu? I mean, he did.
I'm gonna go with Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy's catching that kick. He's gonna sweep the leg. We're down on the ground.
It doesn't matter how many John Wicks you make.
Oh, these are.
Thank you, Alex. Fun. Please always throw out these. That was great. That's a great.
Thanks, Alex, with the hot abs.
Please.
Is this a girl Alex or male Alex?
Either way, hot abs or hot abs.
We'll leave it up to the fantasy.
Yes. Wow, Tom Hardy. Yeah. I mean, I guess he has to take him down. I don't know what belt ranking is Keanu, but it is movie jiu-jitsu versus actual applied jiu-jitsu. So
yes.
Good point on that. What else? What do you got going on? What's your weekend? You said you're going to the Hamptons.
Weekend. Going to the Hamptons. It should be a good time. I will be absolutely tuning in Saturday night. We'll be watching from the house with some of my buddies.
Definitely sober. Is Conor gonna show up? If Conor shows up, like if he decided it was a no pants party, you guys are.
There's no Conor McGregor. There's no John Jones shenanigans going on. We're just drinking some beers, couple extracurriculars maybe, but none of that crazy stuff.
Got you. That sounds amazing. Enjoy it. Please get out in the sun and the beach out there. Send a pic. Put it on Instagram. I'll like it. I'll clap. I'll do the clap emoji for it, or a fire. We could do a fire.
Where are you going to be this weekend?
All day. I have a family birthday party. There's like 40 of us, so it's like every weekend, like a UFC event. And then I'm gonna try to skate out, get to local bar scene, and watch some fights with no Joe Rogan on the broadcast.
I'm very upset. Was there a reason why he's not on this broadcast?
Ironically, the last time he pulled this was a Derek Lewis card. Again, this is just weird memory. I can't remember like dates my wife tells me about, like doctor's appointments.
Was that the Derek Lewis card that was in Texas?
Wow, look at you. Look at you, Adam. Yeah, 265. If I knew the exact, it might have been August 5th or 6th. 2021 against Cyril Gahn. That did not go well for Derek.
Yes, I know. The both fights that Derek had in his hometown unfortunately didn't go as well.
Yes, and I didn't want to say
Maybe
that about
factors
MSG.
maybe that factors into Dustin's hometown fight. Maybe there's a little superstition with the hometown fights.
Well, we got to. What are we? We're like against 4 on picks, right?
Yes.
Like completely opposite. So
Yeah.
Can you see this screen? I know I'm keeping you late.
I see the screen. You got Amazon up.
Let's see.
What you got in your-
Ghost, Pepper. We got to agree on this right now.
Oh man,
I want you to burn.
this guy's trying to mess up my digestive tract.
So are we going by ranking? Can you see my mouse?
Yeah.
Are we going by ranking? Do we want the shittiest? Would that be even funnier if we got like a 3.8 in our bodies?
You know what? What is the
Bro, this was made
what's
in
the
hell.
Hot Wings challenge? What's the final one in the Hot Wings challenge? That's like atomic something. We should get that.
If it's like $50, I'm out. What hot ones?
Hot ones. Yeah. What did I say?
Hot ones.
Hot ones challenge.
Is it ghost pepper?
I don't know what it is.
Final sauce. That's what came up.
I think it's called like atomic something.
Okay. Well, they've turned this into a marketing thing. You could buy the sauces now through Hot Ones. It's called Experience.
Jeez. Triple I.
$22. Let's see how much it is on Amazon. Experience. That sounds like a dirty website. 27 on Amazon. Little pricey. A little too much for what we're trying to do. Or are we doing this?
Well, we want to do that one. We got to find a good one.
Well, we could split it.
Let's find. Yes, that's true. This is true.
This is crazy. All right, if we're doing you know what? I plan for us to do. You guys can see my knee pads in the cart.
Guys, it's got knees like Kamaru Usman.
Why is my cart $4,000?
God damn. What's your wife adding here?
I know what's going on here. This is great. I just found this out right now. What the hell is my wife? And then she's gonna pull I accidentally. Your card was the default. How many hot sauces do you need?
Yeah. To close it out here, though, outside of the hot sauce, the only last thing that I could say is looking forward to hopefully seeing you in Chicago.
Oh, you know what? I have the Dustin Poirier sauce right over there. Hold on.
Oh, you do have. I was there when he gave that to you.
Unopened still from now this is called KO edition. This is ghost pepper. Holy shit.
Okay. We might have to do that. Have you tried that yet?
No, I haven't opened. I was gonna give it to my kids. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, let's try that.
Okay, for Dustin's fight only, deal? For this card only.
Yeah.
I don't know. Unless I haven't even opened this. Okay. It's going to get on you and it's going to stay on you. This is my eyes. I felt that in my eyes smelling that.
You know what? We should get the smelling salts.
Oh, we could step this up.
Do a little bump it out.
All right. You ready to go viral? We are going viral for these challenges. People are going to tune in for the
next week.
All right. So, and we could have the stream always ready, but I would like to do our challenges in person at least. And it's once a month, and I could get to you on a Friday.
We'll do them in
Monday.
Our good friend Zach L present.
Yeah, we do know somebody who hosts a radio. Yes, I forgot about
have him host us at his table.
Oh my God! If we're doing smelling salts and ghost peppers, yes, I mean that does well on radio too. People love it, and there's a stream. Zach Gelb, he did tune in, by the way. I pinned his comment on the Instagram feed.
Oh, hey now.
He wrote one of the kindest messages I've ever seen. Like, it really was. extremely compassionate, and I appreciate Zach wholeheartedly. Do you want to
He's the
hear it?
man.
You want to hear the message?
Yeah.
He just said, "Boys." That was it.
That's it. All right. I'll take it.
But he meant it from his heart.
Those are some heartwarming words right there.
As
All right,
as we're closing out, we get another comment. Bib Huddy Rohan. John Jones coming back. John Jones coming back. He just wanted to say it multiple times.
All right. Hey, the people want it.
Rohan, I think I know you. I think I owe you $5. I'll Venmo it to you. But John Jones will come back on the Whitehouse lawn.
Yeah, I'm sure he will. To wrap it up here, Ike, another fantastic.
Just gaining viewers as we're going. What the hell are these people doing?
Crazy. It's about to be 11 o'clock. Go to bed.
Go to sleep, psychopaths.
Ike, it's been another great show.
Hope Wi-Fi held up.
Hope everybody's tuning in this weekend for UFC 318. Should be an exciting one. I mean, the Diamond retirement fight going out on top. Very glad Dana really gave him a good send-off farewell. It's pretty rare, I feel like, to see that from one of the top contenders in the UFC. So hope everybody enjoys the weekend, enjoys the card. Ike, I'll be texting you all weekend about it, and we'll see how our bets go against each other.
My man, Adam, safe travel out to the Hamptons, safe travel back to the city. Yeah, this is one of those can't miss fights. This is gonna be, on paper, it's one of the best fights in history. Like, just the gravity of the atmosphere is going to be insane. But my man Adam, appreciate you. I guess I will see you next pay-per-view, which is in Chicago. Yes, I'm finding out this weekend if I'm joining you, yourself, and Zach Gelb in Chicago. We'll see. Hamzat Chimaev versus Dricus Duplessis. When are you getting out there for that? What
Friday.
day of the week?
Friday.
Getting out the Friday. Okay, so we'll have to record on the Monday prior, and we'll have to see you sweat out these ghost peppers.
All right, man. Sounds good, brother.
Appreciate you. Good night.
Nice talking with you as always.
Love you guys. Oh, Mr. Cal Brown, we love you too, brother. Peace.
Have a good one, Cal Brown.
Guys, tune in. We're gonna figure out the next pay-per-view fight week. That's the thing, once a month, and we'll give you everything, all the recap from the month prior. So, peace, everybody.
All right, guys. See ya.